Hey, welcome to a new episode of California Penal League. Full house today. Fabs, Chris, and Steve, me. And I'm going to start off today's episode with my old man yelling at the cloud thing that I've determined has become part of my personality in baseball. This is my back in my day type of thing. And I don't know how you guys fall on it, so it's okay if you disagree. But I cannot tell you how much I hate. And this started with the Yankees earlier this year where Aaron Judge had petitioned the team to do this and they all love it and all that stuff. So I imagine the team loves it. Younger players especially. But I cannot stand all of the music that they play in between pitches now. I hate it.
Oh, my friend, let me just tell you this. Spending anywhere from 4 to 7 days a week at a local community softball or baseball diamond.
I love it. Yeah, I'm sure.
The youth are against you.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Next you're going to be coming on this and saying, oh, the kids today wear too much stuff, extra stuff. Hand to God, I just bought my 5-year-old a sliding mitt because my child is going to be dripped out.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Every kid on my son's team had sliding mitts, and stealing, you can't slide when you steal. So there's literally no reason for any of them to have them.
I was playing coach pitch. There's no stealing.
I think that's actually, I agree with you, Steve. I think it's an epidemic in like all of sports where it is especially NBA games, NFL, it's bad too, where it's now an event experience thing where there can't be any lull or downtime. When you're there, you can't be there to just be with your thoughts. There's very few safe places where you can just be there to be with your thoughts, where there isn't going to be something pumped at you, either visually, audibly, something where you have to just engage or back away from some kind of, it sucks.
That's the worst case scenario in professional sports is teams having fans have independent thoughts. That's the worst case scenario for them. The nuclear option is just blast them with sensory overload.
Right, it's not even just like the theme song, they're at bat music. It's okay, there's a mound visit. This is going to be sponsored by Petroleum Jelly for your favorite mound visits. And then there's some crazy Katy Perry fireworks song. And you're just like, holy shit, man. I would love to just eat this hot dog and then explain what's happening to my son. But I guess this is great too.
So I coach all 3 of my children. My oldest is on a softball team. And I like to try to make it fun. Before the season started, I said that I want the dugout to resemble the Dominican team's dugout from the World Baseball Classic. Just like dancing in the dugout. I wanted that.
That I'm not opposed to. That's different. That's different.
Yes, but I will also say this. Softball culture is different than baseball culture. So I'm going to set that out because there's going to be somebody listening to this and be like, you idiot, we're talking about baseball.
But we're talking about 2 different things.
Follow me here. But like all the celebrations between. My big thing as a coach, let's have the kids have fun.
Yes.
And I think that's
fair.
where Aaron Judge is coming from. I think that's where Aaron Judge might be coming from. And I agree with that. Let's have the kids have fun. But at the same time, as a coach, I'm like, you guys got to be paying attention because that pitcher doesn't care that you're celebrating your single, your double, and your scuba celebrating. Do it and be quick and let's move on. At the same time, we don't need to fill the 17 seconds up with a song.
Correct.
I like making it fun, but I'm also like, there's a time and a place for everything. This is a little bit of I get where you're coming from in my day, but at the same time, let's make it fun, but let's strike that balance.
Well, because there's a difference between organic celebrations. I love home run celebrations. I love getting on base celebrations. I love the dugouts going nuts.
A bat flip. I love
bat flips. I am all for on-field fun. It's what I don't like is when it's manufactured for me through a PA system, blasting a song after a guy fouls a pitch. That to me is like, stop.
And I think
I get what you're saying, Chris.
I'm okay with you having it sensory overload, tons of music at the kid level. That's great because the purpose of that is to teach them the game, for them to have fun, and for them to want to keep playing the game. So that's cool. That's totally different. I think at the professional level, there's already 1,000 things happening during the game. There's going to be some kind of race. There's going to be 4 or 5 giveaways. There are going to be several season ticket holders coming on the field for stuff. There is at-bat music. There is music and ads between every inning. There's already so much stuff. Those things don't exist at the kid level. So that's already, you've already created the event. You don't need to add more on top of that. And I will say, Chris, I wish you would have followed the Italian World Baseball Classic and had an espresso machine for the kids to dug out instead.
Dude, hey, you know what? Trust me. It's just one more thing to haul.
Right.
The trunk of my car is full of equipment and my bag that I bring with my stuff to help that I need. My daughter's bag, a net for them to hit in for soft toss. My trunk is full from September until end of July. August, I get to clean out my car. But
Seems like you could fit it.
the one thing that I'm going to complain about, since we're starting this episode, I didn't realize we were going to start it off this way, Steve.
Yeah.
One thing I hate is when I'm at a game and I'm like, what was the pitch speed? What was the pitch there? And they flash it. And if you're not looking at it immediately, it's up and gone. I don't need to know how many mound visits there are for 6 minutes in an inning. And I get 7 seconds of a pitch speed and pitch type that can stay up a hair longer.
That is hilarious that they want to really tell you how many mound visits there are when I don't think I've ever seen that even come into play.
Never.
In a game.
No.
I've never seen
ABS has come into play, but mound visits.
I've never
hardly
seen like an ump be like, no, you can't because you've had too many mound visits. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah.
Dude.
But
God. Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe we are old.
Yeah, like definitely. That's definitely one of the first times where I genuinely felt old because it just felt so like it doesn't feel organic to me at all. It feels like a private equity firm
Absolutely.
optimizing
Yes.
the experience, optimizing fan experience. I hate it.
Yes.
But yeah, dude, like if Shohei Ohtani gets a single and he wants to make the jerking off motion to his teammates in the dugout, like I'm going to be all about it. That's cool to me.
Dude,
Like,
that'd be
also,
sweet.
I would love
Can we
that.
just?
They do the big balls sometimes. That's fun.
Yeah. That's a major league
It
reference.
is.
I hope that's where they're pulling it from. I also loved the outfielders and their
Oh,
hip
and they were
thrusts together.
banging their nuts
And then
together.
Major League Baseball, after the first time they did it, no more, and they're like, okay,
Yeah, that was a fun one.
but that's the old Key and Peele
It is.
line. It's 2 thrusts is okay, 3 that's a fine.
yeah, no, it was like very explicit what they were doing, and it was awesome.
That
I
It was
loved
a lot
it.
of fun.
That's why we need a bunch of pro athletes who come from billionaire families where the fines mean nothing and they've done whatever they wanted their whole lives. And then they can just go against Major League Baseball or against the NFL and just do whatever they want and take the fines.
There aren't enough bad boys in baseball right now
There are not at all, man. Oh my
because
God.
like
Are you advocating for Trevor Bauer to get back into the majors?
No, not that. I
bad
want
boys,
Albert
not-
Bell. I want
I'm looking for bad
psychopaths.
boys, not
I want psychopaths.
yeah.
Shohei could have gone that route. He could have been like, yeah,
I
man.
think you guys are describing Trevor Bauer.
Now, here's the thing. Like, the only way I would accept Trevor Bauer back into the league is because there'd be a very non-zero chance that somebody would charge them out and beat the shit out of him.
Dude, it'd be great.
God, I
Yeah.
would pay money for
And
that. to be
that
at
would be
game.
cool. That would be
I would.
so enjoyable to watch.
If you're telling me there is a coin flips chance that I might see the pitcher get pummeled, I'm buying a ticket every time that guy's on the mound.
Yeah. That would be entertaining to me. I don't want to see that guy back, but if there's that opportunity, sure. Yeah. But I need more like Wilson Contreras is a bit of a shit stirrer. He kind of gets involved in a lot of stuff these days.
Naylor.
Josh Naylor and the Austin Hedges stuff was crazy. I know you guys talked about it, but that got my juices going.
So
there was so much to
provocateurs.
that.
You
Yeah.
want some more provocateurs. You want some guys who just get under people's
Yeah, like
skin
some
a little
shit talkers.
bit
I
and,
like-
and ruffle some feathers.
Yeah, and just don't give a shit. Like the type of
Stir the
guys that
pot.
are like the type of guys that are on the mound and like the manager comes out and he's get the fuck back. Like the Max Scherzers and like those types of guys where they're like, They have total
Mm,
disdain for their managers. I like those types of guys.
Okay.
There's no like weirdo stories. Remember when David Wells wore that Babe Ruth hat?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, and also was just like blackout drunk half the time. Just
Yeah.
a goofball, just like a real I just not enough of those. Again, it's all
right.
very like
So if any minor leaguers or young guys are listening to the podcast, just go off the rails a little bit. That's all we're
just be
asking.
weird.
Just be
Just
weird.
be very
Embrace it.
Just be goof. Like that again. This is like way off the rails of the episode, but it's like there's a reason why Mike Trout, for as good as he is, like a completely anonymous superstar because it's like he just seems like a
He's too clean.
Ken doll,
He's too.
he's never said
corporate-ish.
anything of interest to me, and to me that's not compelling.
I want some guy to be like, I was abducted by aliens and I ended up at a Waffle House 3 hours away,
Yes.
Dude, yes.
and like, I want some stuff like that.
Yeah, that would be fun. Now we do get it with Hedges was talking shit to
I
Naylor.
loved
that
it.
was
by
sweet.
the way, I
love
loved
that,
it.
yeah.
I loved it.
That was cool.
I
And
was
like
looking
it
up-
definitely pulled up the veil.
You know what though? I think Hedgie is like that. Do you remember the All-Star photo shoot from a few years ago when he was wearing the chaps?
assless chaps.
Yes.
Exactly.
Like, I think Hedgie
Yeah,
has it in him.
Totally. Oh,
I
totally.
think Hedgie has it in
Yeah,
him.
no doubt.
He just needs to be a much better baseball player.
Dude, this year
for it
though,
to be like-
holy
This
cow.
year he's
This
backing it
year,
up.
yeah.
He's backing it
But
up.
if he was like a 30 home run a year guy, like batting 300, he would be one of the
You would
faces
see
of Major
Austin
League
Hedges.
Baseball.
You would see Austin Hedges jerseys like in Spokane.
Yeah, you see it everywhere. While you guys were talking, I was curious because when you're talking about characters, I immediately think of Jim Leland smoking in the dugout. And
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like, oh my
Jim
God,
Leland.
That's a good
you're-
one too.
surely you're allowed to smoke in the dugout still. I know that, of course,
Nope.
you can't. There's the
No.
MLB tobacco policy. So
Yeah.
you can't use tobacco products, cigarettes, cigars, e-cigarettes. And in the collective bargaining agreement, if you debuted after 2016, you also can't use dip or chew anywhere in the stadium.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you debuted
Yeah,
after.
use
So that
quote,
means
unquote.
Jose could be dipping.
Yeah, Jose could be dipping. Yeah.
Steve, some of my favorite stories that you ever shared were your times bat boying for the captains
Mm.
and running across the street to the convenience store to
buy
buy
dip.
players dip.
yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately, I couldn't understand. Those are guys that are like straight out of
Yeah,
they're young
they're-
and they're right out of the
yeah, they've
another
been
country.
they've been in the states for maybe a year. at a
Yeah,
time.
and I had to, and there were no translators at the low A level at that time. It was just like you're on your friggin' own, and so I would have to decipher what brand and stuff that they wanted. But yeah, no, I was always making dip runs for
That's awesome.
19-year-olds.
That's
Awesome.
amazing.
It was sweet. It was,
Maybe in hindsight you shouldn't have taken German classes.
yeah, if I had known better, yeah, I would have totally taken Spanish.
It would have been sweet if you would have known Spanish and you had endeared yourself with some of the players and became a mega agent as a result of it. Just you hit on just a couple of guys.
Dude, I wish I actually knew the year that I was the bat boy, Chris Jimenez was on the team. I should have just hitched my wagons to him and stuck it out and become his agent because he's on the up.
Now he's on TV.
Yeah, he's on the up and up in broadcasting. I could have at least a sweet deal.
That's like the absurd LeBron, Rich Paul. They saw each other in an airport, and I think Rich Paul had a cool vintage jersey on, and then they hit it off, and then like, of course,
No, he's
Of
like the most
course.
he's married
He
to
just
Adele.
runs the NBA now. Just runs the NBA.